of ability power burst as we saw in game 1.
Yeah, and I want to talk priority here because that is essentially what it's going to come down to this time around. The Rise will still have an easier time.
While Xiaohao has topside camps to clear, and more importantly, a wave that from Bin's angle continuously pushes in, so there is an opportunity there if this Viego wants to get in.
Very unlucky. The Raptor ward from SUNING just ran out, so not actually spotting Xiaohao going up, but that doesn't matter. Oh,
it doesn't, because Bin with the solo kill flashing on in the Hextech ultimatum. Better late than never, but it is still a solo first blood. While TP in, Viego in as well. Against the wall, Bin kiting away the Realm Warp just in case. It's a 1-for-1, but Bin smacking him down with his sword.
I am not too sure what ZDZ was doing. Huanfeng, or Xiaohao rather, was on the way up there because they were just going to trade that. They realized SUNING was doing the Drake, so they were not going to contest it. They wanted to attack top instead. But ZDZ jumped in way too early and just completely butchered that play. But they're just going to go for this so they can secure some plating on towards the mid lane turret and then walk towards the Drake afterwards.
Angel benefiting off that. Nice piece of gold for him as well. And Forge stuck in the mid wave, even with the Realm Warp. You know, it's quite dangerous as Chocho, speaking of danger, walks into the whole team. Haymaker hasn't even come out until the Troll Bubble hits. He's down for the count. And Xiaohao now walks right alongside with him, but a Sonic Wave ends with a Resonating Strike. And SUNING 2 quick kills to lead to the second Drake.
There's just Rogue Warriors being in a position they really shouldn't have been in. They had no priority whatsoever. Riftail had already come through from the mid lane, and they're not in a position to get up with the fight here. And to make matters worse, they lose the fight, and Bin is still wreaking havoc on this VR. I still don't understand why they left it open after having seen already how tough the matchup were for ZDZ in game 1. It was literally the only game lane losing.
And when we use your keyword that you talked to Flash, nicely done from Forge, but he knew he was dead there with SOFM on the wing. They're making a response onto Bin, who doesn't pay the same respect bottom wave, but as the TP comes through, Rogue Warriors want a full commit, but the grand challenge, Bin doesn't care. Heartbreaker away, the Satchel charge, almost griefed, but Bin will go down. Rogue Warriors with a good pick, but nothing's up barred the Baron, while SUNING start putting momentum down. There's a good Realm Warp over the wing. They're all in. Rogue Warriors relying on Betty to do the damage. As Chocho once again. Great backline access. The Haymaker not fully charged up as Angel now joins in onto Chocho, who's going to be rendered to death. Huanfeng says, see you later, and SUNING send it right back.
They're still trying to go at the poke here, but it seems like that is just going to be all she wrote. That was a 5v4 situation from Rogue Warrior as well. After that extract that SUNING is suddenly with a Cloud Soul is not going to be the huge factor in that they're going to be winning this game.
Because we can mention if the game goes longer as well, even though SUNING don't feel too bad here with tools like the Zoe, as that Trouble Bubble hits over the wall. Angel now set up, Chocho trying to block, but depth charge, Ziggs gets sent sky high. Doesn't die though. Somehow, some way, they weren't able to finish the touch. Yeah, I mean, he's already got the wit's end, right, as SOFM has a Sonic Wave. The Satchel charge there, they're waiting for it. Times it with SOFM, gets out, but into the backline, the face breaker gives over a kick to Xiaohao. Chocho's ult was not it whatsoever, as Huanfeng with the Fate's Call, they want to dive, but they can't catch up. SUNING with another pick, their jungler's still alive, and that means Baron will begin.
Yeah, but you're walking into the Baron pit against the like of a 6, and remember for Betty, he does still have his ultimate here, so they're not careful. If they're not burning this down fast, they could be poked out in the pit.
It's warded. It's warded. They know what SOFM's HP bar is. He's healing up from the Baron nicely, but Rogue Warriors are still going to walk on in. Hextech explosives on the ground as Bin is being the front line for now. Forge running forward on the rise. They're targeting Bin, who can't riposte. ZDZ in the back line as well, as Forge has to disengage. Betty still throwing bombs out, but the ultimate has been issued to ZDZ. Forge, where did he Realm Warp to? Right back to the mid lane. While SOFM is low, the ulti already sent out from the Ziggs, and SUNING only just get the Baron after a close call. Doesn't have his flash available, and Bin will return to the wave. Look at topside though for Rogue Warriors. There's no threat in all 3 waves crashing in. But still, SUNING don't have to care as the backline access is there once more. ZDZ takes a Trouble Bubble, and On's just walking in, Dredgeline into the inhibitor. He goes deep, but ZDZ chunked out the half immediately. SUNING still going forward. Chocho ulting out, but the Hextech ultimatum brings On in. A 2-man face breaker. On needs to die. Will give a reset over. The Xiaobao flashes On in, excuse me. Xiaohao's dead though. The Heartbreaker doesn't matter. It was looking optimistic, but Betty's out of mana, and Rogue Warriors are out of options in game number 2.
And once again, the priority from the early game, it's what we talked about. It was just on the side of SUNING this time around. We may see some swaps come through from SUNING, or obviously Rogue Warriors going over to blue side. But for now, in game 2, it is Rogue Warrior SUNING that strikes back on towards this one.
Let's keep fountain diving. Benny almost dies, but goes golden to save his grace as we go to a game 3, an unexpected game 3, a 2-banger, game 1 and game 2s.